It was 40 points in the first half of the Spurs win over the Lakers. It was the highest scoring first half in the NBA this season as Wemby continues to build on his all-star season. With the Spurs gaining ground on the Thunder in the West, here's an updated look at the current NBA MVP odds. SGA currently has the shortest odds to win the award at -220, while Wembanyama has the sixth shortest odds at 60-1. That's according to DraftKings Sportsbook. SGA would be the first player to win back-to-back MVP awards since Nikola Jokic did it in 2021 and 2022. Yesterday on First Take, Perk gave his thoughts on who he thinks deserves the award this season.
If I had to vote today, Jaylen Brown gets my vote for MVP. He is the best two-way player in the game. He's the only player in the NBA that is top 5 in scoring and top 5 defensively when it comes down to opponent field goal percentage. That is MVP status. I don't want to say this to be like, to slight Derek White or be disrespectful to what Peyton Pritchard is doing, but Jaylen Brown is doing more with less. So he would get my MVP vote.
Okay, so that's Perk's MVP vote. He would go with Jaylen Brown, obviously, of the Celtics. Shanae and Wendy are back here with us on First Take. Wendy, who would you take for this year's MVP right now?
Right now, I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's had an absolutely spectacular season. The Thunder have been almost unbeatable when he's been out there. He is injured right now, but he has only missed 5 games. So I think, as long as this abdominal injury doesn't last, he should stay within the threshold. Hope he doesn't get hurt again. He's a completely generational scorer and also excellent at the defensive end. He happens to be, in a lot of cases, their weakest defender, but he's still excellent, and so I've got him there. I will say this, we haven't had an American win the MVP since 2018. If Shai misses enough games, and I don't know how long this injury is going to keep him out, I do think Jaylen Brown is a compelling case, as with Cade Cunningham, but that's one sidelight to keep an eye on as this goes on.
Shanae, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Wendy when it comes to the momentum potentially shifting due to players missing games. If it's cool in the control room, can we put up those odds again? Because I think it's fascinating. Obviously, SGA is having a great year. Nikola Jokic is a walking triple-double. But with those two being out a number of games, thank you so much for that. I want to actually give some consideration to Cade Cunningham because I remember 2 seasons ago, sitting in studio, and we were talking about the Detroit Pistons potentially breaking the all-time losing streak record with 28 games, and they tied that record. And then 2 seasons later, this guy has his squad at number 1 in the East. It's an amazing turnaround story. He's currently averaging 25 points. He is second behind Jokic in assists per game, and he is their primary ball handler, primary shot creator, major decision maker. He's a playmaker, clearly. I just love what Cade has done, and you're never going to rush him. He plays with a unique, controlled tempo. So I believe Cade deserves consideration behind some of those superstars who have already been previously MVP for what he's been able to do in such a short amount of time. Now, I also like Jaylen Brown, too, because as Perk said, he's doing more with less. I believe he's number 1 or number 2 when it comes to usage. So they're using him a lot, and he's producing, and he's got this team in a place that is considered shocking considering that they're without Jason Tatum. But Cade, the overall masterpiece that he's been able to do, to me has also deserved consideration in this conversation.
I can see Cunningham. Go ahead, Steve. I'll go quick, Steve. Yeah. First off, Wembanyama should not be on the list. He's only played 38, 39 games. I mean, you got to play 75 games. I know the rule says not, but to me, I got to play in the 70s before I give you the MVP. But I'm with you guys. I'm going to go Jaylen. I'm with Perk too. I'm going Jaylen Brown, and I'm going to give you this way. Vegas, before the year began, the Celtics were around 41 wins. They're 34-19. They're going to win over 50 games. Vegas thought without Tatum, they'd be a 500 team. And they're going to go out there and they're going to win 50. And the big reason why is because of him. I mean, he has played really well. Offense, defense, I'll let you guys figure out the metrics. And Cunningham is a very good choice. You could take him too. But the Pistons are more than 41.5. I can see Cunningham, but I think Perk hit it right in the head. I'm shocked the Celtics have played so well without Tatum. I'll go Jaylen Brown, Stevie.
It's a toss-up to me between Jaylen Brown and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is so smooth, you damn near forget him half the time because of his greatness. I mean, it's just automatic. It's become automatic. The brother is averaging 31.8 points per game. He's shooting 55% from the field. For the best team in basketball, fresh off an NBA championship, a league MVP, and an NBA Finals MVP. The year before that, he was the runner-up for league MVP. He's averaged over 30, now going on his 4th consecutive year. It's just automatic. And he's your point guard running the show, plus he defends. The brother's special. It's just that simple. Where Jaylen Brown comes in, the part where he's doing more with less matters. The fact that he's doing it without Jason Tatum really speaks volumes. But what should really resonate with all of us is the fact that he was a secondary option all of these years. That was ignored. He's been in like 6, 7 Eastern Conference Finals. That's been ignored. He's been to 2 NBA Finals. That was ignored. He's a champion in an NBA Finals MVP. That was ignored. All of that coming into this season because what we said was, did that brother get paid $304 million? $304 million. Okay, yo, what you gonna do about it? And he said, here's what I'm going to do about it. And has carried these brothers to a top 3 seed within the Eastern Conference. Jaylen Brown is that dude. And he has put everybody on notice. Guess what? When Tatum come back, it's going to be 2 1A options. Because this brother ain't a backseat. He don't have to take a backseat to anybody because of what he does on both ends of the floor. I can't forget, Cade Cunningham deserves strong consideration. You're absolutely right, Shanae. I get it. But we ain't going to finish this conversation without mentioning my man Jalen Brunson as a league MVP candidate. He's averaging more points than Cade Cunningham. He's shooting better from the field and from three-point range than Cade Cunningham. He is carrying the New York Knicks most nights. Not to say that Cade doesn't. Cade is right in there. It's 4 candidates for league MVP as far as I'm concerned. And it's those 4. It's Shea Butter with Jaylen Brown. And then, of course, there's obviously Jalen Brunson and Cade Cunningham. That's how I see it.
Can I add one more name to this list that no one has brought up yet? What about Tyrese Maxey? The dude is first in the NBA in points. You talk about availability.
He plays every game.
He plays every game. He leads the NBA in touches and minutes.
True.
He's second in steals.
True.
He has the Sixers team 6th in the East. He's impeccable in clutch time situations. And I feel like because the Sixers are always so riddled with injuries, we never know what we're going to get out of Paul George or Joel Embiid. Sometimes he gets pushed to the wayside. But I feel like Tyrese Maxey could be involved in this conversation as well, Wendy.
He has to be.
Yeah, I think Maxey has a great chance to make first team or all NBA team. Stephen A., I don't. Jaylen Brown's having a phenomenal season, but I don't think someone with a $300 million contract who's a Finals MVP has not been ignored. But I will say that one of the reasons why people had such low expectations for the Celtics wasn't just because Tatum got hurt, but because they lost these other players. So he's uplifted them. And if you're going to, I think the strongest thing that Perk is saying about Jalen Brunson is a two-way player. And that's the thing that he has got over a guy like Luka Doncic, over a guy like Jalen Brunson, over a guy like Tyrese Maxey, is that he is so strong at both ends of the court.
We have some breaking news in the NBA we're going to go to really